Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking to Maj, one of my students out of Denver, Colorado. Him and his wife are out there shaking the bushes, making mistakes, screwing a whole bunch of things up.
Okay.
You sound like you're not confident and sure.
I don't think the numbers really pan out.
What I would do is I would turn it into a sandwich lease option, and if we can get the deal done, I'll pay you $5,000.
Wow.
Today we're going to talk to him about what a sandwich lease option is. And sometimes you'll run into a seller that doesn't want to do Subto or seller finance or novation. And they say, you know what, I'd be okay with a lease option. But you go, man, this thing isn't going to cash flow a lot of money. I don't want to put money into it. So in that situation,
Pop quiz, hot shot. What do you do? What do you do?
well, you do a sandwich lease option. And that's what we're going to talk to Maj about today in this video. Aaron, how's it going over there, dog?
It's going good. Just trying to underwrite these deals, you know what you taught us?
Yeah. So tell me about this deal you got.
Well, the one that I sent you an email on, that one's a lease option. It's a 3-year term, and they want $339,900 for it.
Okay.
2% down, and then there's a 1.5% closing cost. I was running the numbers on AirDNA. The numbers look great on AirDNA, but I think it's just because it's comparing like a house, and then this is a townhome that we're looking at. It's a 960 square feet.
Okay.
I don't think the numbers really pan out. I think it just break even, if that.
Okay, so there's a couple things, okay? So like number one, on a lease option, you shouldn't have closing costs of 1.5% because you're technically not going through a title or escrow company on a lease option.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can do a lease option just straight up between you and the seller. So you don't need to spend the money on any closing costs. So your $6,000 cost there will go away. Okay. Super simple, write up a lease, write up an option, done. Okay, that's number one. So take the $6,000 out, you're good. The option fee of $6,800, that's completely reasonable. I also would look at this and go, well, if you're gonna rent it out, $200 a month in cash flow is really not exciting, especially after dropping $6,800. What I would do is I would turn it into a sandwich lease option where I would turn around and find somebody else that wants to do a lease option on it, have no money in the deal, and make $300 or $400 a month.
Okay. How would I be able to know if that's a feasible option? Do I just look at rents in the area?
Okay, so you already looked at rents in the area, right? You said that the monthly revenue is $2,000 a month, right?
Yes.
Okay, so people that are typically paying for a lease option are willing to do a lease option at $200, usually over the market rent. So you already know that if the market rent's $2,000, you could probably rent this out for $2,200 because you're giving people an option.
Okay.
You sound like you're not confident and sure of why that's a benefit.
Okay, so basically I'm just going to do the same thing to somebody else that wouldn't be able to qualify for a loan, and then just increase the rents and then pocket the difference that I paid.
Yep, it is called a sandwich lease option. It's been around for 50 years. People do it all the time.
That's wild. Okay, I've never heard of that. That's crazy. Okay.
If you go back in the lease option page inside of our Subto course, I have like 7 or 8 videos just on lease options, and I talk about sandwich lease options like in depth.
That's on the Zoom vault.
Yep, but you don't really need, I mean, you already know it now. You have enough information. What you need to do is you need to go on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace right now. And I would make an ad, and I would make an ad that says rent to own, and put your phone number out there and give the details like 3-bed, 2-bath, blah, 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 information, whatever information, cross streets are such and such. It's a 2-2 in Colorado Springs, 906 square foot townhome, rent to own. Hit me up at this number, okay?
Okay.
And what you're gonna do is you don't give out your address, you don't give out photos, you just see how much traffic you're gonna get, and your whole paradigm's gonna change, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna end up getting, I don't know, 30, 40 phone calls in 2 days, and everybody's gonna be like, done. I'll take it. $2,200, no problem. $6,800, done. And you're like, holy crap, I literally found a buyer for this deal, and I can just I'm the meat in the middle. It's a sandwich lease option.
Okay. Do I have to inform the other person that I got it from?
You can, if you choose to. I don't.
Okay.
That depends on your personality. And Maj, you and I eat meat, you don't eat meat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you and I are completely different human beings. So I'm going to do things different than you. You have to make a judgment call on your side.
Okay. I see. And I got one last question. So there was a individual that was like on the Sunday service that needed to get rid of $56K 1031 exchange. He reached out to me, so I'm trying to help him with that.
Okay.
Is it possible to get him in a deal where he just puts EMD down?
Yes.
EMD?
Yes.
Oh,
I got a deal. I call Kevin Cho right now and say, hey, Kevin Cho, I have a buyer on a deal. Kevin has his Subto deal in Gilbert, Arizona, right down the road from me, where the seller wants $40,000 down. Your buyer, you could assign the deal to him. Say, you give the seller $40,000 down. You give me 10 grand. Me and Kevin split $5,000 each, or whatever it is, and you could get the guy into a Subto deal like right now.
oh,
Okay.
okay. This is literally going on as we.
Yes, I was on the phone with the seller yesterday. I negotiated it, but I have too many. I have a $112 million deal I'm working right now. I'm not trying to buy a single family deal today.
I get it, Pace.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a deal right there.
I'll reach out to him right now.
Say I want to get the deal done with Jimmy. The seller's name is Jimmy. Say I want to get the deal done with Jimmy. I got 40 grand from a partner of mine. Let's get the deal done. Give me the details. I'll send it to my partner. Once we say yes, we like it, let's get the paperwork done with the seller, Jimmy. And if we can get the deal done, I'll pay you $5,000.
Wow. All right. That sounds good. Sounds good to me. Is it all right to just shoot you a text message and get you updated on this one in Colorado Springs?
What do you mean? Like just send me text messages out of nowhere? Like nudes?
No, definitely not. That's what you have your wife for, man. Just for updates on, the lease option, like a sandwich lease option.
Yeah, but you know how you sent me that thing of like, hey, are you there via text message?
Yeah.
You're going to find yourself texting me that way a lot if you text me. You're just going to find that for 2-3 days I won't reply. And it's not intentional at all.
All right, so the best way is just to call?
What?
Hell no. Well, the best way to get a hold of me is on Q&A. The second best way to get a hold of me is be patient for my text message.
Okay.
Very few people have my cell phone, so all I'm saying is you have it. I'm happy to help, but just don't be mad when I go 3 days without replying.
Okay, yeah, my heart was broken in the past, but now it's mended.
Yeah, you're good.
Awesome, Pace. Thanks for your time, man. Thank you so much for the help today.
No problem. So what he's got, this is an interesting thing. So many people are like, you consume content, like you consume and you consume and you consume and you consume. Like that's Maj, like super smart guy, asks like all the right questions. The problem is like if you don't have something to apply it to, then the questions go in one ear and out the other. So it's like you really, the only way to do anything in this life is literally go, oh, I learned something great. Let me go apply it and screw it all up. And then I'll actually learn it and remember it.